Rumors, news, FUD, and wild dreams. Welcome to a new episode of Crypto Conspiracies. Dun dun dun. This sucks. All right, so we are looking at some fantastic news that has occurred in the world of Bitcoin. So do you guys remember the original Pizza Day purchaser who back in 2010 bought some Bitcoin that's now worth $97 million? Or, I'm sorry, bought some pizza with some Bitcoin that's now worth $97 million. So there has been a Twitter feed that has been uploaded and dedicated specifically to tracking the value of Bitcoin every day, kind of just so people don't ever forget what that pizza was worth there. Okay. So Laszlo Hanses or whatever is the guy who did that. He bought 10,000 Bitcoin he paid 10,000 Bitcoin for 2 pizzas. He has now bought 2 more pizzas using the Bitcoin Lightning Network. So I guess this is a thing. He has really like milked this stardom there. So essentially, the original Bitcoin pizza transaction took place on 22 May of 2010, according to this Cointelegraph article, and has been celebrated as Bitcoin Pizza Day ever since. All right, so this time around, Hanses is his name. He paid 649,000 Satoshis or 0.00649 Bitcoin, which is about $62 for both pizzas. Look,
must have been from Roundtable.
I'm all for showing like the effectiveness of Bitcoin for everyday use purchases, but this is just a terrible idea. So anyway, in order to receive the pizza, he decided that the best way was to prove that he had paid for it was to show the driver the first and last 4 characters of the hex string of his Lightning payment hash primage, and if it matched with what the driver had, he would get his pizza. So he posted the photo or the pizzas as prizes to be received only if the Lightning transaction can be done successfully. So this is a big deal, right? Because Bitcoin, in an attempt to stay relevant, has started integrating
the pizza boy,
the Segwit network, and is bringing in Lightning to try and make the transaction times be faster and the fees be lower, right? So this is the big thing that's going on. And so he said, totally worth it. He got his pizzas, but he added, it's probably not a good practice to share the primage, so you probably shouldn't share those digits of your hex because that can lead to you getting hacked, but sometimes you just have to pizza. So that is our first big bit of news for today, and we are excited about that because Bitcoin becomes ever closer to being the currency of the future where things cost 4 times more expensive than they should be if you just paid with fiat.
Yeah. Actually, there was an interesting thing that kind of more on the crypto conspiracy side of this discussion. Joel, what was this thing you were looking at earlier?
Oh, just Russia-backed cryptocurrencies.
So it was. What happened exactly there?
I guess Putin just went on to say that they need to adopt the future technology, which is going to be blockchain and stuff.
So
like
first
that.
they steal our election. No, I'm just totally kidding.
He's putting his mouth where his tokens are.
There.
Yeah.
So.
So
that gets me thinking though. Just sorry, this might be a little.
This is what I need. I need this in my life.
But we all know, Russia allegedly meddling with our elections with the use of social media,
making love with our president.
Twitter. So Russia getting into crypto and all these Twitter bots. I mean, just imagine the potential of how they can manipulate these coins that are already so susceptible to manipulation.
Yeah.
It's gonna be pretty wild.
They can even put out a subscription model where they can pay me. I can pay them to know when they're gonna manipulate something. They're like, oh, just beware. We're like, oh, okay.
Man, this is dangerous.
Well, there's also talks of them legalizing it for currency use and regulating it, so they can tax it and stuff.
Mm-hmm.
So if they do that, they could be big for the space.
Current market cap is sitting around 430 billion as of recording. There we did some Bitcoin predictions last week, and where we thought the market was going to go. Who won that?
Dodge
won with around 9,500. So that was pretty good. So let's make some, before we discuss some more FUD and things going on in the market, let's make some more Bitcoin predictions for this week. So we'll start with you, Chris. What do you think?
I'd say I feel like there might be a drop before G20 summit.
All right, okay, this is good because now you're kind of teetering on both ends. So tell us about the G20.
Basically, a bunch of the world leaders get together. So in like the financial business sector and stuff like that, big heads of banks and stuff, and discuss how things are going to go, integrations with like
global economy discussions.
Yeah, global economy.
How they're gonna
and kind
screw the rest of
directions.
us?
Yeah, how to screw the little guy like us.
Let's keep these guys out
And
of
so,
crypto.
Yeah, no joke. But the head of what is it, Bank of America, was just talking about how crypto is putting a big dent in their.
Yeah. So did you read that in their 10K?
Yeah, part of it. So.
Yeah. Have you guys seen this?
Yep.
The
I've
B of
heard
A
about
10K.
I read the headline.
Yeah. Okay. So essentially, right, public traded companies have to release what's called a 10K every year to the SEC, and that can be viewed. So if you can find it online, you should just Google B of A 10K and make sure you don't click on an image about running marathons or something. But you'll be able to see that they have actually talked about that their unwillingness to kind of conform and get along with the times is probably going to hurt their bottom line. And so they're already admitting that this is something that it's going to make them have to stop charging fees for people to do, stupid stuff or whatever in the base.
B of
most
A
basic-
charges
Didn't
you
we
for
get-
everything, don't they?
Yeah.
Didn't we
everything.
hear a rumor through a friend that they were putting the kibosh on any of the people in the companies they own dealing in crypto in any way? Like
Well, I mean,
investing?
yeah, they've been very public about that themselves in terms of not like nobody in their branch or whatever in any of their conglomerates or anything like
Anything
that.
they own.
Yeah, being able to do anything associated with crypto.
Yeah, professionally.
Yeah. So, I mean, it becomes an interesting thought because they're already admitting that the way that crypto space is changing and growing is forcing them to either be proactive or reactive. And it sounds very much like B of A is choosing to be explicitly reactive right now, which sounds super weird.
Worked well for Blockbuster.
Yeah. So they might change, right? They could totally change their minds in the future. But the idea of like putting out that like, yeah, we're just not going to do anything. And they're totally okay with that. Like
But they also filed a patent for a crypto exchange.
Okay, so is it doublespeak?
Oh.
Do you think?
I don't trust anyone.
Yeah,
You don't
yeah.
trust
that's
Bank of America?
I don't trust you guys.
true. So, yeah. All right. So we've got your prediction is it's going to go down after the G20 summit. What do you think?
I think it'll be between 10 and 12.
Okay, so he's going to say a little bit of an upswing there.
Mm-hmm.
When's the G20 summit?
I'm not sure exactly when the financial.
We'll find that real quick.
Yeah.
I think I'm with Chris though. I've just been looking at the market in general, and anytime there's hope, it gets squashed by what I see the next day on my portfolio. And so I'm kind of I feel like it's gonna go down before it goes up.
Yeah.
still.
It's going to be March or later until we see real gains.
It's a long summit different times. I don't know exactly.
Yeah, there's
what the
several dates on their
yeah,
calendar.
and exactly which one the.
Yikes.
There's like specifically like the future.
So the
of-
20
Who knew global economy was so complicated?
up to the
kinda.
beginning of March. It's coming up really soon.
Yeah, 28
for
of
the
February to 1 March, 5 March to 5th and 6th of March, so 5th through 8 of March, 12 and 14th, and then the 15th again. And then there's like 14 more tabs of dates
Yeah.
there. So, okay, we're not going to get into
Well, when you're rich and rule the world, you can just fly around and hang out wherever you want.
It's a good thing we're so concerned with that climate change.
Yeah, I just think that most of March is gonna be bad news bears. So I'm thinking decreasing still for a little bit.
Ooh.
Why?
I mean, part of it's my personal experience, which is every time I thought it was done, it wasn't done. So I've stopped giving up on hoping it's done. So
So it's, but
part
it's
of it's
What we're
personal
talking about?
experience. What?
so it's purely emotional then, is what you're saying.
Yeah.
Well, that's the market is purely emotional. It's how can you FOMO people one way or the other, right?
Pretty easy if you're John McAfee, actually. Okay, so are you gonna? Okay, so here is the big that I've been watching like actual traders and professional YouTubers talk about. Professional YouTuber, that's such an oxymoron. So people talking about that the big resistance line is somewhere around 88.45 there. I'm sorry, the big support line there. And so once it hits that 88.45 number, it's supposed to really bounce back up and have a heavy bull run potentially through 14K. Right? That's kind of the most common prediction I'm hearing.
And let's hope.
Would you agree, or do you think it's going to be worse than that? So
Are we talking about
88.45.
Bitcoin? Are we talking about Bitcoin specifically?
Well, Bitcoin affects the whole market, so
Well,
pretty
obviously,
much.
yeah. I
Just
don't know. I
James's personal feelings.
Let's get
Welcome to
personal,
our
James.
new crypto segment.
I don't know if it'll dip below 88.45, but I don't know if I believe in some big spike either.
All right.
I think it's going to kind of just be where
More
it's
of
at,
meh.
going up and down. And then if it has growth, the growth is going to be slow for a while. I think it needs slow growth before we find big growth.
Okay, so sideways.
Because it's
Right,
going to have
market
to
will
prove
continue
itself
go
to a
sideways.
few people before they jump all the way in,
All
is
right.
how I feel.
All right, Christian.
I'm the eternal optimist, so I'm gonna go $11,437,
And how many cents?
Thanks, Bob.
15 cents.
Okay, Joel.
15, no, only 14, sorry.
What do you think the market's going to be in the next Sunday?
Next Sunday, it's going to be bad.
Look, if you're watching the YouTube video, if you're still watching this late into the video, you should probably just exit now. That's probably okay. Wilson, what do you think?
What did Christian say?
11, 4, 15, 37.
So I'll say 11, 4, 16.
All right. All right. I'm going to go 94, 32. Will be sort of just a little bit more down from this week, and nothing is very much going to change. So we've got any other thoughts, or should we just call it here?
No more crypto
I
conspiracies?
think we just got to
Seems
call
pretty
it
dead.
here.
We're already at 12 minutes.
12 minutes is nothing.
There. All right. So we will be back for another episode next week of more crypto conspiracies as we figure out what we're doing.
That's the conspiracy.
Nailed it.